What's going on, people? This is your boy Say One's History. You are watching The Male's Perspective. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be updated for all cool new content that's coming out. I appreciate y'all. I really do appreciate y'all for being patient with me, man. It's been crazy at my primary job, so I have just haven't had time. And then, some other personal things I'm taking care of, but it is what it is. The show keeps going. But I have some videos for you guys today. And we usually go ahead and keep up with the topic of male-centric videos that we review. I give you my opinion, and then we go ahead and get your opinion. You drop them in the comments and things like that. And we're still going to adhere to that stream, but I'm also going to throw some curveballs in there for you today, and I want to know your opinion, specifically the ladies. I know the men are in here, I know the men are checking it out here, but specifically the ladies. And the reason I say the ladies, man, is because a lot of this stuff is pertaining to you guys. And I notice this is just my view on things, how I see things. I notice that, when it comes to these male-centered podcasts, and these women can even be podcasters, y'all tend to stay away from that. Y'all don't typically want the smoke from a man that wants the smoke. So, with that being said, I guess it is what it is, man. But we're going to get into it. We're going to start off with the first one. This one is coming from Dr. Umar. Now, I agree with this man in some cases, and sometimes I don't. But, that's what you get. It's kind of like a grab bag with him. But we're definitely going to get into it. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and check out this video. And, of course, you guys let me know what you think. But let's get it, y'all.
Once you have fornicated multiple times, you have now developed preferences. This is why God never wanted for us to have out of marriage. Once you've experienced things that you should have only experienced within wedlock, you develop preferences. So when you meet a really good woman, she's everything you need, but she can't turn it up in the bedroom like that freak can. You may pass up on your soulmate because she can't please you like the freak. And a lot of people have lost out on good relationships because they didn't come with freak of the week talent. I've had women, sisters, admit it. I should have married him, but he couldn't turn it up in the bedroom.
Yo, this is funny to me because the message is there, but he's speaking to the wrong person, in my opinion. I think I'm not saying it doesn't happen with men where man will pass up on a good woman. That's not what I'm saying. But I really believe that this happens more on the woman side. And I think mainly because it's the hypergamy thing. And the hypergamy, essentially, if you're not aware what hypergamy is, it's the option of being able to choose whoever you want, essentially whenever you want. Women, they give access to sex, of course. If they don't, then, it's against the law. You're taking something you shouldn't be taking. But so it's easier for women to actually go ahead and have that hypergamous nature. I want him. I want to talk to him. The only thing about that particular situation when it comes to a woman is when they start to choose and they notice that they can get these lower tier men and they can get these average men. They typically want the higher echelon of men, and they start to feel like they deserve it. And when they start to feel like they deserve it, that's the only thing they go for. But they can only have sex with that particular man because that particular man is high status. That's all he wants is sex from you because he doesn't see any other value in you. So in men that play this game, they're like, man, why are you giving up the game? Why are you telling our secrets? But it has to be told because the reality of the situation is that men out here that are doing this is only like 15 to 20% of men who are out here doing this with women. And, women really don't understand that they're only sleeping with 15 to 20% of the man. And I'm not making this statistic up. I'm not making this stat up. You can check this stat yourself. Women all over the United States, I don't know about the world, I'm not going to say that, but 15% of, the women are sleeping with 15% of the man. It is what it is. And that's because they have this hypergamous nature. It's because they want that high status man. They want that high quality man. And if they don't believe it, if you don't believe it, then just look at the type of man that you choose. And that'll tell you everything you need to know. If you like that man, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be another woman that likes that man. And it just is what it is. But let's move on to the next one. Let me go ahead and line this up here. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. This one was funny. And I don't know if you guys actually watch this guy. He always goes sensational. But I'll just go play this one, and y'all let me know what you think. It gets wild when you first see the clip. So anyway, just heads up in advance when I show you guys this one. Let's get it. Did he make himself cry on command? Hey, look, check this out. Women are always asking, what qualities do men want in women? Yeah, that's all. That's all I ain't even gonna say nothing. Let's move on to the next one. Let's go.
People don't necessarily want love. They want what they think is love. That's why when they get love, they tend to walk away from it because they don't have the capacity for the well that love brings in. So you want what you think is love. That's why they say what you said wasn't loving. Well, whose standard? Because God's love rebukes. God loves corrects. God love doesn't feel good at first because it changes you. Most people want to remain the same. So you want lust. You want what you think is love. But most people don't want love. When you get with somebody, the goal is to become the better version of who you are. Like, you should never want to be with somebody that's content with who you are today. Like, we're always achieving to be a better version of ourselves. Most of the time, you can't even define that with your own eyes, because it's like you looking at a wall with no mirror. You can't see yourself. It's normally the person that comes in that can see you and say, hey, this is wrong with you. And you're like, no, I didn't notice that. I thought I was fine. They're like, yeah, no, you got to change that up. That's love, to say, I demand a better you. But if somebody is not prepared for that demand, then they start thinking it's criticism, or I'm offended that you said that, or I don't like that you did that. Well, no, you just wanted a puppet, but you didn't want somebody that brought in real love, which is chastening, which is rebuking, which is loving, which is accepting, which is also challenging. I should never accept you for being a jerk. You should strive to be better than that.
This is facts, you guys. I mean, this is a tough one too, because when you have friends and you have family members who have a hard time taking constructive criticism, sometimes you don't want to put your opinion out there. But if you love that person, if you actually want to see them succeed, if you want to see them grow, you definitely got to do this. I was actually just having a talk with my wife, something similar in regards to this, and I'm not going to go into too much detail in reference to it, but the scenario was that there was a change that was coming about, and that change, there were 2 ways you can go. There was an emotional response, and there was a logical response. And I always tell my wife, I tell her, I said, if she asks me for advice, I take that very seriously when she asks me for advice. So I always try to sleep on it. I always try to, think about it, give it a couple of days, look at all other avenues, all other scenarios, and then come back with the most logical, reasonable response that I can give her. Because I want to see her succeed. I want to see us succeed. I want to see us thrive. And, blessing, to me, that I have a wife like this, because she can take that constructive criticism and then she can say, you're right. You're right. And if she doesn't agree with me, believe me, she'll let me know that too. But more times out of 10, she knows when I give her constructive criticism, that it's coming from a good place. It's coming from a caring place. It's coming from a place where I want to see her succeed. I want to see her be better. And I guess the moral of the story for this particular scene or this particular video is to, not only for women to choose wisely, but men to choose wisely. Stop going for those women who, are like, you think they're 10 or 20 or whatever the case may be. Those women are going to cause you headaches. I promise you. Look for a woman who is, an 8, 7, something like that. Someone who's humble, come from humble backgrounds, things like that. Somebody who cares about you, somebody who loves you. If a woman is in the mirror every day, looking at herself, trying to make herself beautified, doing everything she can, I'm not saying that, women don't do that. But if it's just over excessive, you might need to consider your options. You might need to consider some other options. With that being said, let's go ahead and get on to the next one, man. I hope that kind of laid out, it's especially younger men, what they need to be looking for. And if you're in a situation, you're a younger man too, that doesn't have any kids right now, and because you're going to run into a lot of these women, especially if you're a younger man. Take heed to these words, bro. Like, seriously, make sure that you're not coming across these women. They will suck energy. They gonna suck. they gonna suck energy from you. So just don't get involved in that. Just don't do it. But let's go on to the next, y'all.
My mom used to say this to me, and I had to really think about this. If we all threw our problems in a pile, I guarantee you would take your shit back and run. Yeah. So let that sit in for a little bit. Think about it.
All right, I'm gonna play that one more time again, just so you guys heard it. It was a quick little video, but let's go again.
My mom used to say this to me, and I had to really think about this. If we all threw our problems in a pile, I guarantee you would take your shit back and run. Yeah. So let that sit in for a little bit. Think about it.
All right, so check this one. This one hit really, really hard to me. It hit really hard to me. And the reason why I did, one, is because this is Kamaru Usman. He is a former UFC champion. I think he was either 170. I think he was 170. Yeah, 170-pound middleweight champion. And what he was saying is very true, and it hit home for me because I'm going to give you a little example. I Uber to, make a little side money or whatever so I can, go on my trips and do whatever I want to do. And, I hear a lot of people complaining about, rich people and they got it good and, and they don't have to worry about the problems I have to worry about. And this is true. They don't have to worry about the problems that you worry about, but that doesn't mean that they don't have problems to worry about. I look at everything from a broader perspective, no pun intended, but I really do look at everything from a broader perspective. Everything that is beautiful and everything that you want and you desire comes with a price. Everything that you want and you desire comes with a price. If you want that beautiful woman that's a 10, 12, 13, whatever, she comes with a price. If you want that beautiful house and car and you want, that $1 million home, it comes with a price. If you want to be able to travel, it comes with a price. All of this stuff comes with a price. And I'll give you a prime example. I was Ubering and I seen all of these people in these they call them the fabulous. I can't remember exactly I think it's the Fabulous 700s or the Fabulous 800s or whatever. But it's a block in Sacramento. And everybody knows this area in Sacramento if you've been here long enough, because it's the block where you go to like on Christmas time, and the fire department will actually have their fire trucks out there, and they'll sometime have like deers, or they'll have horses in front of their fire trucks, and there'll be a guy dressed up like Santa Claus and whatever not, and he'll be, you know, in the middle of the streets. And all of these houses are, you know, $500,000 houses or $1 million houses, and these guys are just living lavish, living nice over in that area. And I do my ride share in the morning, so I don't have to worry about crazy people at night. That's just what I do. And I was dropping this guy off from work. He actually worked a graveyard shift, and I dropped him off at one of those houses on that block. And as I dropped him off, I seen, when I say like multiple people, I mean like, you guys, no exaggeration, it had to be like maybe like 5-6 people. And then I hit the corner and I had to make a turn to go back around to another street, and it was another 5-10 people. And then I went down a little bit further, it was another 5-10 people walking, running, jogging, walking their dogs. And everybody would sit here and think, and they would say, oh, that's a great life, that's a great life. No, those people have to do that. They have to do that. Let me explain why. Okay. When you work really hard and your lifestyle requires, or your work, for example, is a very stressful job, that usually causes you to have anxiety, stress. You don't necessarily eat properly because you're working on the job. So you come across a lot of health issues that people who work at desks, who do desk jobs, and they're quiet, they don't say anything about it. But a lot of these people have high blood pressure. A lot of these people have diabetes. A lot of people have all of these issues. Like I was saying in the beginning, whatever you want, it comes with a price. And these people have these $1 million homes. These people have these houses, but it came with the price of their health. And now they are combating that, trying to fight that, because every freaking morning you see them going to work out, not because they want to, but because they have to, because their doctor said, hey, if you don't work out, if you don't get some kind of physical exercise in, you're not going to live to this time frame. If you don't do this, you're going to have problems moving forward with this. So just remember, everything that you desire, it comes with a price. Even this whole podcast thing, it comes with a price. So, you know, before you say you want something, make sure that you're willing to pay that price. And shouts out to my boy Aaron Fins over there doing it big. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? I appreciate you. Let's get on to the next video, man.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
What does that mean? What does that mean, people? Lie.
That's funny. Okay, we're not getting that one. This is me and my AI is crazy, by the way, yo. They're able to do so many things now. This was a picture of me and my father, and we were in Oak Park at this little festival, this little event. And if you guys know, my father's passed away, but it was able to bring to life this picture that me and him were in. And I just think that's so cool, man. That's so great. But
Mr. Willis,
let's get on to the next one. This one was funny. If you haven't seen this one, this is a DNA test after 50 years of marriage. So this man has got to be maybe 70, 75 years old. And after 50 years of marriage, he does a DNA test for 3 kids. I'm not going to give it away. Let's check it out.
Mr. Willis, what brings you in the courtroom today?
I have been wondering for a long time about whether these children, we have 3 children, whether they're mine or not, they're all so ugly and they don't look like me. I'm a real handsome dude and these kids look like they come right off the street.
Okay,
is so
Mrs.
wrong.
Willis.
Yes.
I mean, y'all have been together for a long time.
Over
What is your
50
take on
We've
it?
been together for over 50 years.
Wow, 50 years.
You know, one time I came home and I pulled in the front driveway and I saw this car down the street take off because somebody came out the back door.
It was the repairman. I told you the washing machine was broken.
The results reads as follow. First,
Hold on, yo, did she say the washing machine was broken so the dude crept out the back? I already got questions, man, but let's see what the judge say.
Mr. Willis, you are not the father.
That's what I figured.
No. Oh, that's good.
Mrs.
No,
Willis.
that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Wow.
Second child,
That's got to be. It's a mistake.
Second child,
Mr.
y'all.
Willis, you are not the father.
You are reading someone else's file. This can't be
So
true.
I have a mailman and a plumber. Oh,
Just
Child
Wow.
3, Mr. Willis.
Third child, you
I
guys.
pray and I hope,
please.
but you are not the father. Oh my God!
Hey, even the grandma was getting it in. And it just goes to show you paternity tests are needed at birth. Paternity tests are needed at birth. Yo, I was about to jump the gun and go into some stuff before I even reviewed this video here. But yeah, I'm going to just say paternity tests are absolutely needed. Let's get into the next one, man.
Hold still. I'm gonna go get you a towel.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, okay, let me line up this one right here first, and we gonna get into this one here. Let's check it out.
And I can take accountability and acknowledge that I'm imperfect. So, for example, if a chick said to me, like, hey, Marquette, I really like guys with hair. For sure. Like, that is better than being bald. Because if you deal with a woman, you say, hey, rate each other. I'm like, oh, girl, you're a bad B. You're beautiful. You're all 10s. Whereas men, we have to live in reality. We have to acknowledge the reality about ourselves and the reality about others and figure out where we stand on the hierarchy. Because I can tell you this. If you ask this young lady, is she intelligent? She look and say yes. If you ask her, does she have manners? She'd say yes. But she's been interrupting and she's been rude and unruly this whole time, which is why I have to address it. Because too often guys will look at her and say, she's attractive. I want to smash. And because they want to smash, they're about to start tap dancing and like being real nice. And because they've never told her the truth, she doesn't even know the truth. That's the point. You get lied to, then you get smashed and dashed. And at the end,
Yo, I gotta stop this because this is so true. I've had close friends, family members who do this, who will appease women and pander to women and lie. You'll be having a conversation with them and talking about something that a person is doing, a female is doing, and then they'll be like, oh, when they get in front of her, oh, you deserve the world, or you, girl, what, that ain't, you shouldn't accept that. You should look for another guy or something like that. And I'm like, why is you doing that, bro? Like, why are you going there? What? Look, I understand you want the vajayjay. I do. I understand. But come on, man. I mean, have some self-respect. Have some dignity about yourself. She's never going to respect you if you keep doing that. And it's likely that you might get the draws, but if you trying to get into a serious relationship or something, it's just not worth it. I've never understood that for the life of me. And I remember when I was younger, and I remember I would hang out with a certain group of people, and this was back, in my teenage years, and we was crazy back then, and it was when we were first getting cars, and we were talking to women and whatever not like that, And there would be times where I would literally be in a car. It would be me, you know, my two other homies or whatnot. I'm not going to say their names because I don't want to give nobody away. But it would be me and my two other homies, and we'd be in the car, and either I'd have a chick or they'd have a chick, or we'd be picking up a chick or whatever the case may be. And she'd say something slick or she'd say something smart. And we would really be like, hey, yo, I had to, you know, get her for the homie because she was being disrespectful to the homie. It was really like that. Like it was like we was not tolerating any disrespect because we knew that women were like high up on their high horse. And it was just like we're not tolerating any of that. And to see, you know, 15 years later, you know, how that's just went away and men are just pandering to women so fiercely. I just look and I'd be like, yo, you would never catch me in this dating game like that. It's just, I would never do that. Like, so I don't know. I don't know where it's going to go. Hopefully, you know, these men out here will pay attention and, you know, won't do that anymore, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. Let's keep going, though. Let's get on to the next one, y'all.
This gotta be the blackest Korean I ever seen.
You've been going in almost 2 hours. I've been calling since I've been here.
Might be stopped up. What's wrong with the house phone? You rush a man out the restaurant.
Jonathan, I've been here since 8 o'clock. Look at it, got to 9:30. You to 8 to 9:30, he ain't got there. Shit.
Good.
No, he's not in the bathroom. No, he ain't in the bathroom here. 2 hours? Hey, shit. Rocky, call me. I've been calling you. I don't know where you at. Shit. That motherfucking ass was probably in the fishes. Shit.
You think you went fishing?
I think so.
You know the number to the fish creek? Call the fish creek.
That's crazy. He don't know what the motherfucking ass here.
You call the fish creek.
Jonathan, shut up. That's get on your nerve with that. How I call him goddamn fish creek, Jonathan? You know, that kind of shit get on your nerve with that.
Hey, look. All right. If you don't know, I am married to an Asian woman, Filipino to be exact. And when you get into those families, you start to understand, because as black people, it's African American people, you know, we only I'll say this, the communities here are very closed to other communities. So you don't really understand the other communities. You don't really get that internal view. But when you do get a chance to get that internal view, you realize that we're more similar than not. And when you start to understand that people are just people, and then you really start to look at the cultures, you start to realize that at some point in time, we've all had some atrocities that have been done to us. We all have tendencies that are not the best that we would like to show. We all have good features about us that everybody knows about. We all have bad features that everybody knows that not a lot of people know about. And when you start to just understand that, you're like, oh, it's not just me. Oh, it's not just my culture. It's not just my race. Oh, you know, this goes on everywhere. So yeah, man, you just have to, the best thing I can say is travel. The best thing I can tell you is travel. And you will understand, you will see that people all over the world are more like you and have more similarities like you than not. So with that being said, let's go on to the next.
Oh, hey.
Hey, yo.
You here for the prostate exam, right?
If I walk in, first off, I don't know if I even get that test done. If I walk in and see my doctor doing knuckle ups with the 50-pound dumbbell, I'm leaving, bro.
Okay,
it's done.
Roll your pants and your briefs, and we can get started. Okay. All right. You ready?
His two fingers are too strong.
Okay. Tell me if you feel any pain or discomfort. Do you feel any? Hey! Stop moving! Stop moving!
Yo, why you put his
You feel it? You feel any pain? Hey! Stop moving! All right. I'm about to go a little bit deeper. Tell me if you feel any pain.
Yo, this is so disrespectful.
Hey, you feel that?
Bro.
Feel that, little bro?
Oh my God.
Hurt, little bro?
Yo, this is diabolical. This is diabolical.
So what, you feel that, little bro? Bro, no, I'm done, bro.
Hey, the internet be internet, bro. Like, look. Hey, first off, go get your prostate exam done. You know, I don't care what they say. Get your prostate exam done. But I agree with this dude. If I come in a goddamn office, the hospital, and this dude is doing muscle presses with his damn finger, yo, I'm going to have to find a new doctor. We ain't doing that. That's disrespectful, bro. Yo, in the comments, bro, if you went inside a doctor's office to get a prostate exam and this dude is up in there doing finger workouts right when you walk in, what you doing? Like, real talk, what you doing? You walking out? Are you going be, hey, what's going on? What you doing? What are you doing? I want to know. I really want to know. With that being said, let's jump into the one. I think we got one more here. Let's get one more.
I want you guys to know that when you have a man who knows who he is without you, that will be one of the most scariest experiences for you. Because
hold on. We got one. I'm going to start this over. Bear with me for 1 second, you guys. All right, let's get this last one in. You guys.
I want you guys to know that when you have a man who knows who he is without you, that will be one of the most scariest experiences for you. Because you found your value in what you can be for him. And when he's already learned how to be all of that without you, it calls you to a higher level within yourself. Because now you don't get to hide your insecurities behind doing for him. He can do that for himself. You don't have to hide all your fears and getting his approval. He has his own approval. Dating him will be the most scariest experience for you because it requires you to confront yourself. There's a different level of depth that comes with a man who is healed.
Real talk, ladies. I was actually watching a video earlier today, and it was talking about this woman. It was a woman. She was talking about how she purposely tried to sabotage her husband. And the reason she kept trying to sabotage her husband is because in the back of her mind, subconsciously, she felt like if her husband progressed or did better, then he would leave her. And some of these women are dealing with that right now, that trauma. So that's something that y'all definitely need to work on, man. But I'm going to go ahead and check up out of here. I just wanted to go ahead and post some videos up. Also, if you guys are interested in the Facebook Messenger panel, please make sure that you get or send me a message on or before tomorrow. On or before tomorrow here. Because after that, it's done. It's done. I already got a lot of gents in there. We need a few more women, but we gonna have a real conversation. So gents, ladies, don't, be all emotional, getting your feelings hurt in there, because we gonna have a real dialogue. We gonna be respectful. I'm not having no disrespect whatsoever in there. But again, just, come in there with an open heart, come in there with a mind to learn. And we definitely gonna get into it. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everyone for checking this out. We're gonna let you go. Thank you again for watching, and stay tuned for the show that's coming. It's gonna be this Saturday. Start time is going to be 1 p.m. for curtain call, and we're gonna get started at 2. But with that being said, I appreciate all of y'all. I will holler at y'all later. Have a good night, y'all. Peace.